Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Astha. I'm a big time makeup junkie. I love makeup, I love playing with makeup, and if you love makeup too, please consider following me for all the unfiltered makeup content. That would mean a lot to me. Firstly, wishing you all a very happy new year. May 2025 brings you lots of love, peace, kindness, and whatever you have wished for. And for today's video, I'm going to try out two different skin tints. Basically, I'm going to talk about two different skin tints here. So on one side I have this Nykaa Superlight skin tint, on the other hand I have this Rimmel kind and free skin tint. I'm going to talk about these two skin tints on the basis of the performance, coverage, formula, consistency and everything. Before going ahead with the application, I quickly want to share my preference, like what I prefer, so that you can understand my perspective better at the end of the video. If you have been following me, you know I love my foundations, but if you're new here, hi, I'm a proud foundation lover. I love my foundations. I like medium to buildable coverage foundations, and being a huge makeup lover, so far I've only tried three skin tints. Yes, only three skin tints. Maybe that's because I've got extremely dry textured skin with dry patches. I do get dry patches on my around my mouth, my nose, forehead, sometimes on my cheeks, and along with that, if you can see, I've got fresh pimples, previous acne marks, a little bit of pigmentation around my mouth, whitehead on my chin, and tiny bumps all over my face, especially on my forehead and my chin. So I don't like how skin tint sits on my face, or you can say I don't like partial coverage, but I do really like one of the skin tints, which I'm gonna reveal later. So now when I have both of these skin tints with me, I'm gonna try out Nykaa Superlight on left side of my face and Rimmel on right side of my face. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I've done complete review of both of these skin tints, individual review on my channel already. I've done complete review of this Nykaa Superlight range on my channel, which has the skin tint, mascara and lipstick, in case if you want to check out. Same goes with this one. I've done review of this Rimmel kind and free skin tint on my channel already. It's a short but brutally honest review, so please go ahead and check it out. Now let's start with the video. So I'm starting with Nykaa Superlight Skin Tint. This is what it looks like. This comes in a glass bottle like this with a pump. I really like the packaging overall, and yes, this is my bare skin. I'm not wearing any kind of primer or concealer. I have taken a pump and a half of this skin tint first, and yes, this skin tint retails for $8.99, comes in 10 different shades. The shade I'm using is called MN Neutral. Here I'm using my foundation brush from BH Cosmetics to blend it, and as I said earlier, I've got really dry skin but love how this blends on my skin. As the name says, super light, trust me, it does feel super light on skin as well. At first I was not really sure about the shade because it was a little tricky to pick the shade honestly, but this seems to work for me. Consistency is not very runny here, but still it is very blendable. This is just the first layer and I'm trying to show you here without any cuts or edits, and as you can see, this hasn't covered much, but still, like the little redness I had around my nose, tiny marks, or in short, if I have to say, this is giving me really partial coverage. The best part, I feel I have got really dry textured skin, but it is not exaggerating a lot of my skin texture. Also, I have got a lot of facial hair. They are easily visible, but this is not really clinging near my chin or my cheeks, like wherever I have got more facial hair. Talking about the finish, for me it's more on the demi matte side, and that too after using my facial oil. Now after blending it properly, this is what it looks like. This is just one layer of this skin tint. Now this is the difference, which is kind of easily visible. You can see other side with redness, marks and everything. And now, as the brand says, this is buildable and blendable. I'm going with second layer. I'm taking even less than a drop just for my target areas, like where I feel I need a little bit more coverage. And I don't know if you can see, but if you notice properly, it is clinging or looks a little dry near my mouth. Like this is my concern area, if I have to be honest, because I do get extreme dry patches near my mouth. And if you see, it looks a little dry near my mouth again, and even after going with another layer, it didn't cover much. Like that's because I didn't use a lot of product, and that just to show you the kind of coverage and finish it gives. I guess I'm repeating it for the 10th time that I've got really dry skin, and other than this dry spot concern, this does work well for me. So yes, according to me, people with combination to oily skin can also give it a try. So if you have similar skin issues like mine, this is how it is going to look. Really partial coverage, coverage but still look beautiful. Now this is how it looks after going with 2 layers. This is perfect for anyone who is not looking for a lot of coverage but wants something extremely lightweight for everyday use. For the other side, I'm using Rimmel Kind and Free Skin Tint. This comes in a squeezy tube packaging like this. This retails for 790 rupees, comes in 10 different shades, and while I work on this video, Nykaa has got 5 shades back in stock. So in case if you want to try this out, and I forgot to mention my own shade, this is called Golden Beige. This looks a little more warm and yellow for me because this was a very impulsive purchase, but other than that, I think this does work for me. And can you believe I had all those stubborn marks, pigmentation, redness on this side of my face? Like with just one layer it did covered. Of course, I'm not saying this covered everything, but this has better coverage than Nykaa one, if I have to keep it that way. Talking about the consistency, this has got pretty runny consistency, which makes it even easy to blend and feels very lightweight. Again, I don't even have to make extra efforts to blend it. This is just giving me that seamless blending which I enjoy the most. When I first got this, I was not expecting this much of coverage, to be honest. I was expecting something super natural looking. I have heard a lot about this. I have seen people talking about this skin tint, and after trying it out, I understood why people love it so much. If you're not a big fan of foundations, just get this and this will be more than enough. Now look at this. This is just one layer of this skin tint. Look at the difference here. Now I'm going with the second layer, and again I'm taking even less than a dot to cover marks on my cheeks, and that's it. Again, it is super easy to blend and build. Like, you can build the coverage of the skin tint. I have tried the skin tint for the few times now. The only thing I've noticed that after going with the second layer, it starts separating a little on my nose. That is the only concern I have with this skin tint, but I will try using a primer or another base product next time. But as of now, I really love the coverage. I really like the finish of this skin tint. Like, as I said earlier, if you don't want to go for foundations, go for this skin tint. I have seen people saying that this works well for combination to oily skin as well. I'm a huge foundation lover, but there are just days when I'm too lazy, basically don't want to apply anything heavy or full coverage on my face, and trust me, this has been my go-to product now. I mean, just look at the coverage, look at the difference here. Love how Rimmel skin tint is sitting on my face. There are no creases, no lines. Of course, it didn't cover everything on my face as this is a skin tint, but this is the best skin tint I have tried so far, although I have only tried 3 skin tints. Except for the part that this does separates on my nose, this is my favorite skin tint. Okay, so if I have to keep it simple, you can go for Nykaa Superlight Skin Tint if you don't want a lot of coverage on your face, like something super natural looking, something extremely lightweight for everyday use. This could be your everyday product. Next, talking about my favorite skin tint, you can go for this skin tint without any second thoughts. Truly one of the best skin tints I have tried so far. Love the coverage it gives, love the finish. No oxidization of the product. Retails under rupees 800 rupees, which makes it quite affordable too. And yes guys, the entire video has got no filters or editing. It is what it looks like. It is what the product looks like on my real skin. The video is completely unfiltered. So that's it for today's video. I really hope you find this video helpful if you're planning to buy any of these 2 skin tints. And please do not forget to like and subscribe for more unfiltered makeup content.